Hey guys, so today I want to talk about Shopify stock, and this is one of the hottest stocks on the stock market right now, and they're following a similar pattern to Tesla where they honestly have no roof price, they have no price maximum here because they are at all-time highs, and because of the fact that they've run up already over 200% within the last year, a lot of people want to say that they can continue running above the $1,000 mark and all the way maybe to even the 1,500, such as we've seen with Tesla within the last few weeks. However, I just want to add a bit of analysis here and kind of explain what price I'm watching for Shopify and for what reason here. Now, within the last few years and within especially the last 3 months or so with this economic downturn, we've seen that online businesses can profit a lot from people being at home. And especially if your business is 100% online, then you're going to see a surge in customers as a result of these restrictions that we've been seeing and as a result of the fact that people have had to stay at home more often than not here within the last 3 months. And Spotify is no different. They've been a large beneficiary of a lot of people having to stay home and of a lot of people kind of not knowing what to do as far as unemployment and as far as being out of a job. Now, Shopify is a website that kind of allows you to create your own platform, your own business to kind of sell products and sell other kind of things. Now, a lot of people use them for drop shipping, and I guess this is a small portion of their site. However, they also have a lot of people who aren't trying to scam in it, or well, obviously it's not a scam, but at the same time, they're not really providing value for their product. But there are also a lot of people who run a mom and pop shop on Spotify and are making hundreds of thousands of dollars as a result of the ease of use of the platform and as a result of how well the platform is performing here over the last few weeks. So, a lot of people have been moving their businesses online through Shopify. If they do own some kind of store, then they could do online deliveries through Shopify, etc., etc. It's a very cheap price. I myself have my own Shopify website where I do drop shipping, so I can't really hate too much on these drop shipping people, but they do have a good business model here. Now, you can see that in the last 3 months, they're already up over $400. Now, I told my dad to buy them at the $550 mark right when they were in the middle of this huge bull run here between April 17th and April 20th. And unfortunately, he did not listen to me, or else we could have doubled our portfolio right now. But that's kind of how it works with these stocks. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know whether or not they can run to $1,000, so they're kind of scared to go in. However, with Shopify, I feel that there was so much hype around the stock that it was kind of obvious that it was going to be able to run maybe past the $700 range. And once a stock is over the $700 range, the next goal is 1,000. So you can see here that the stock did push up to 1,000. If we do have some technical analysis coming in here, you can see that the stock did push up over 1,000, right? A couple times they broke down below it, and then 1,000 kind of became like a bounce point. So what I'm kind of analyzing here on the stock is what I always tell you guys. Now, there's always going to be a point where the stock is running up, and then there's going to be a price that they are having a hard time breaking. And that price was around the $920 range. You can see they came up once, twice, pulled back, and then once they were able to break this stock price, the very next hour they literally started a rocket motion up to around the 1056 range. Now, once they hit around the 1056, it was only a couple hours before they came down, and that's why I set my price, my middle price around to here, because you can see that it's a reversal point here. Then when they broke this level, they came all the way down. However, once they hit bottoms and came back up, they used this price as a kind of bounce point here within the last few weeks to kind of get resistance and gauge whether or not this stock could make another $1,000 run. And right now, I'd say that we're about to see another one right here. You can see that there's kind of the makings of it coming up. And I think what it most relies on, or what it's most counting on here to kind of do its crazy bull run, is whether or not we can see all new highs on the SPY. Now, the SPY has been hitting all-time highs here for the last few months, and like I said in my last video about the crash, or if there will be a crash on the S&P 500, you kind of have to watch these key levels on the SPY and whether or not they're flipping to be resistance or they're keeping acting as a support. Now, what do I mean by that? You can see that over here, when the stock was trying to break this 920 level, they were using this as a support or as a resistance, and they were not able to break this level for the longest time. However, once they came back up And now when they're coming back, this level is no longer a support, a resistance to go up, but it's now a support where they can't go down below. So it's always key to kind of realize that these levels exist so you can know when is the best time to go in on any stock. Now, a lot of the times this stock could rip down below and maybe even come to here and come back up, which is exactly what happened here. However, you can see that if you did set a secondary level here, then you literally have nothing to lose. If you wait for this second price motion, you're basically only losing $30 on a $930 stock. That's not going to be a large portion of your portfolio. And if you are already buying a stock like Shopify, you can probably afford to watch for these fluctuations of around $20 to $30 and wait for them to come back up here. So that's why I kind of set this real level here, as this one is just a secondary level where they can come down to. However, I don't see them repeating now that they've come all the way down one time ever to this level in the next few months. So that's why I kind of set my level here, and this is the key level that I'm watching for them to bounce on. And you can see that it's already bounced twice from this level. Now, the next thing you guys have to watch is whether or not they can break high above the 983 level and then the $1,000 level all the way to around 1,025. You can see that this is a very, very key level that they're holding here within the next few weeks, or sorry, within the last few weeks. And it's where they kind of had their consolidation here at their all-time highs and where they pulled back from. So just be kind of careful here, guys, because Shopify is a stock that has already run up to its all-time highs. If you are coming in on the stock, you're looking for a small swing return. You're not really trying to hold this stock for long-term gains. Like Tesla, Tesla was able to run up past the 1,000 to the 1,500, etc. However, that's because we saw a lot of hype around these electric stocks and around these hydrogen power stocks, like I was explaining in my workhorse video, and with other stocks also included in there, workhorse, NIO, Nikola. All those stocks were talked about in that video, so check that out if you want to see it. But I don't think there's the same amount of hype around these electronic website stocks. As we've seen with Wayfair, a lot of these stocks can come up very high and then pull back very strongly in the short term here. So just keep a close eye out on these stocks, guys. I do think that Shopify will hit $1,000 again. They are the Tesla of electronic websites, so I guess they really won the quarantine games here because they were able to rip up. I really thought it might have been Wayfair as well. I thought they could be the ones to see this type of movement. However, as a result of the fact that Wayfair focuses on one segment of industry, they focus on kind of furniture business and that kind of specific niche, then I don't think they have the same potential to run up to the $1,000 mark. However, since Shopify is such an open platform and allows anyone to create their own business and anybody can kind of be an entrepreneur through the site, then I think they can do nothing but win here in the future. And especially if we do see a lot of these restrictions kind of repeat themselves with the virus happening and with the fact that a lot of states are starting to reclose. Now, as well, keep a close eye out because there's not a lot of logic with what's happening here with the opening and closures of states. Now, when we had 2,000 cases, all the states were closing down. Now that we're having 2 million, a lot of these states are unfortunately coming back open and deciding that now is the best time to kind of allow people to roam around and do what they want. It's unfortunate, but I guess that's how the situation has played out. So just watch out for these numbers that are coming out within the next few weeks and whether or not we're going to see a third wave maybe of what's happening with this virus and with all this sickness. So just keep a close eye out because all this can affect Shopify stock. If people see that we're going to be inside for a lot longer, then they will probably continue pushing up the price of this stock. If people see that all of a sudden maybe we're not going to be so much inside and we're going to be able to return to work and return to normality, then I would expect a small pullback on Shopify stock. However, I don't see them coming below the 850 range that we've marked out here because of the fact that they are up so much and because of the fact that they have such strong bull momentum. And you can see right now that the RSI and MACD are both reflecting the fact that this stock is in an upwards direction here. So yeah, guys, just watch out for the $1,000 level. This is a great stock to use with options because of the fact that it has so much movement and so much volatility on a daily basis here. So just keep a close eye out on it. And if you are watching for this $1,000 level, good luck. And I hope your portfolio, if you are investing in this, can manage the risks because even a $30 loss on a small portfolio could be a large percentage. So just keep a close eye out on this stock if you are trading it. Really watch this stock and what they are doing as far as these levels, whether or not they're breaking down above or what they're doing here. And just keep a close eye out. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe the video, guys, and thanks for watching.